Hello, my friend. It's an absolute pleasure having you on this call. It's been an absolute pleasure working over the last 3 months, and I wanted to sort of hop on a call and see where we've gotten. So, would love for you to start with an introduction and let the people know who you are.
What is up, people? I'm Umesh, and I'm working on I run this info marketing company, which is we help scaling info products, which is courses, info products, digital products, consulting, coaching, and we help them scale with full stack marketing. And we're currently working with a private set of clients.
Awesome, man. And these are some of the big heavy hitter names in the
Yeah.
info space. So, yeah, it's been a very inspiring story to hear from you as to how you got started in the info market and how you've scaled your agency um, over the last few years. And now that we're working together, I know a lot more about your story, and we want to amplify that story to the world, which has been the goal. But what sort of got you to the info space, man?
I feel like I was uh, obsessed with YouTube, and I was just watching bunch of make money online stuff as everyone.
Yeah.
And I got into business models, and then I understood that there is a business model behind all of the business models. So this is where the real money is. That's how I started for free. Then I started getting paid because I provided a ton of value. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. That's great to hear. Yeah, just wanted to ask you, man. Before we actually started working together, I think this was in April. I believe. Do you want to tell them about sort of how you reached out to me and how we started working together? What did it look like before we started working together?
Yeah. I've been following you since you had 5K followers, and I know you because of course you're friends with my brother.
Yeah.
And so I saw you were killing out on your content game, and so I DM'd you, and I was just like, oh, are you providing any help with the content? And of course, you started providing a ton of value on DMs, and we got on a ton of calls, and everything went smooth on that for my content game.
Yeah. Awesome. And so you mentioned you've been following me since you were at 5K. So what sort of made you think that I was going to launch an offer, and what made you think that you want to work with me? What was that motivating factor there?
uh, I mean, the way you are, because I have seen your journey, right? Since you at 5K, and I saw you improving on your content, your visual, your the whole content quality, right? So I believe that you're so much authentic on that side of showing yourself, growing. So I believe that that's where I, needed that push, because that's where I needed uh, the amount of action from your side, right? So yeah, if I, express it, if I can express it a better, uh, your authentic side, yeah.
Authentic side, and I believe we've built quite an authentic personal brand for you as well. So
Yeah.
that's the fucking goal always, man. Authenticity beats competition always, any day of the week. Wonderful. And what made you sort of want to start a personal brand? Obviously, you've been in the info space. You've been running this info marketing agency for the past few years, and you've been commercially you've been a very successful person in a very successful agency. So what made you think that the personal brand was your leverage point? What made you think that the personal brand was the next best thing that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I agree. Uh, so there's this thing. I believe that every business owner should have a personal brand, because it's uh, you should be the face of it, right? And I believe that for me personally, I had my personal reasons. I believe that I had a story. I knew I had to, I had that idea that my story should go out, because that would help a lot of people, and I knew people needed it, and I believe that that would give me more leverage.
Hmm.
And of course, the business side, on the personal side, like there are no disadvantages of a personal one. There are only increased amount of advantages,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So that's where I needed it. Yeah.
Awesome, man. You decided, you wanted to leverage everything that comes with the personal brand when you're the face of the business that you're running and the operation that you're running. 100% awesome. And let's get into what working together has been like. Obviously, you were my first ever client, so it was
Yeah.
literally it was pretty funny, right? Like when initially when we started out together, it was like I'm gonna be validating every step of the process
Yeah.
with Umesh, and you've been, one of my craziest clients so far, right? So
Yeah.
it's been an absolutely crazy journey so far. Like, I remember hopping on like client calls at 11 p.m. and middle of the night, and I remember you also sort of drove down to my city. So that was a lot of fun. But what surprised you the most about the process that we have over here at Meteoric?
I mean, it was the most simplicity, but at the same time quality, right?
Yeah,
Because I believe many people make it super complex. You should do X, Y, Z to start your personal brand, but at the same time, you made it very simple. 4 hours a week, it's so simple, and at the same time, you help with the same quality, of what a real personal brand should be, right? So
yeah,
I think everything was balanced working out with you. And the thing that surprised me was the way of your execution operations, because it was all just having, it was all about having conversations with you, and I had no idea I was curating and creating my personal brand while just talking with you, right? By call, and I just kept getting ton of ideas on what I should be doing next, right?
yeah.
So you are that idea generator, helper, executor, like in the most simplest way possible. So yeah.
That's amazing, man, and it's great that that point that you mentioned there, where we were just having conversations through and through. And I keep telling everyone, like, if your clients are not your best friends, then you're working with
Yeah.
the wrong people. So I truly believe that if I'm signing on a client, that they have to be aligned to me to the point where I can just have conversations with them any time of the day, and there's just a free flow of ideas where I'm learning from them, they're learning from me, and we're executing towards their absolute dream personal brand. So 100%. And as you said, right, like 4 hours a month. So how much time did it actually take from you? Obviously, we haven't done the volume game with you so far, but
Yeah.
how much time did it take from you on your end to actually execute on the personal brand?
I mean, for me personally, I had my reasons, but I genuinely believe that 4 hours a week is enough.
4 hours a week,
Uh,
4 hours a month?
yeah, like uh, can you repeat?
4 hours a week or 4 hours a month?
Yeah, 4 hours a week.
4 hours
Like
a
it's
week.
enough.
Sure.
Yeah, literally, because you all I have to do is if you follow meteoric process, the meteoric boost process. I mean, your process. All you have to do is just sit down, write your story, like generate ideas, and like the whole process is so smooth, right?
Yeah.
I believe Moksha is that kind of person that that's what happened with me. That I went to his house, like I literally sat like behind him,
You're
the
right.
same
Right.
thing. Yeah. So he helped me write my own story, and I was the one who got ton of ideas from my story, right? So I think he was the uh, big brainstormer behind it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great to hear, man. And what was it like working with the team?
Oh, I love the team, bro. I have the Mohadish. I just love them, man. I believe that's what I love about your team. They're more than friends, like than just clients, right? So I just Adi calls me randomly and like asks me about my brand, like when is the new video coming? And I just love the support, man.
Yeah.
The best. Yeah.
100%. It's super one to one, bro. Like that's the experience that I wanted to always provide my clients, where it's like anytime you need someone, there's a person out there that's going to be helping you out any hour of the day. I think we
Yeah.
were on a call at like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
So I think that's, yeah, just goes to show that we'll go the extra mile to make sure clients are happy at any given point of time. So
Yeah.
obviously we were past like the experience that you had in Meteoric. What did you think of the community?
Oh, crazy community. Literally the craziest community, man. Uh, Ton of killers, first of all.
Yeah,
Millie and Aryan, every single one. That's what I love about the community. That I started feeling that, oh, I need to take action. Right, the best thing was the accountability. Even if no one was telling me do something, but I saw them getting crazy amount of results, and I was like, oh, I have to do the same. Right,
yeah,
like because every single day, you remember this, right?
yeah,
The wins challenge just gets spammed every day, like
yeah.
easiest
And
is like
everyone's hitting new numbers and new records.
crazy. It's like someone getting 10K, someone getting 50K views, like
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. Yeah.
Amazing, man. No, that's very true, and I think that's one of the most fruitful feelings for me to even like look on my phone and see like notifications of people, getting wins on wins on wins, where it's like shit, like it's working out. And it's even like when someone asks a question in the community and someone else solves it, That's when you're
Yeah,
like, oh my god, this is wild, right? Like people are actually helping each other out in the community. They're connecting over. Like I remember linking up, Swift Pay with Karanveer and Mihir's store. So now they're probably going to be onboarding onto that platform. So it's crazy.
crazy.
Like you're literally, the clients are linking up. They're getting into business together, which is some of the most fruitful feelings in the world. Um,
Yeah.
One question that I had for you is, like, obviously, from the experience point of view, I'm assuming it's been a good experience for you. But we posted one video together, right? Over a span of 3 months. We took a lot of time with ideating that one video and making sure that it was perfect. And obviously, there were a few reasons why we couldn't, do much more volume, personal reasons. But what was that one video like?
Yeah. Okay, I'll give more context. Of course, the plan was to make ton of videos, but I had my personal family problems. But yeah, this, so that was the reason. I posted my first video on 26th August, and in like 1 2 weeks, I got almost 100K views on the first video,
Yeah,
and I got 2K followers, like almost 2K followers. Craziest people from info space, Indian space, USA space, like every space started following me.
yeah.
Uh, or I can name drop if you want. Daniel Dellens, business partner started following me. Then like ton of info people started following me from MySpace, and yeah, it has been just crazy. Like
When I look at your profile, right, and like I remember seeing like 50 followers over here, right, and now when I go into the mutuals, bro, it's wild. Like there's literally, bro, it's all blue ticks. It's all
yeah,
freaking blue ticks. It's crazy, bro. So yeah, 100%, man. I think that's what I keep telling all the people that I work with, where it's like, your the founders I work with already have such inspiring stories and things that they've built already. Where it's like, when they put their stories out there, you're gonna get known by, the biggest
yeah.
of the names out there, because you have such a great story. It's just a matter of putting it out there. So what was that feeling like? Like the minute you posted that video, you were obviously not going through the easiest times in life, right?
Yeah.
And you posted that video and you put that word out there, and then for you to get recognized by so many people, get so many messages flowing in. I think you celebrated your 1,000 followers by cutting a cake with uh, not so privileged kids, and like, what was that like?
First of all, bro, the process, like I was in a rush and I had few problems going on. My life was, you know, going on, and I remember just trusting your process. Right, I just did what you told me, and you know, had a talk with the editor, and I just gave him the script, and I told him how I want the video to be, and I just, trusted my gut feeling. I trusted you, and I just posted. On 25th, I had 50 followers. Next day, I just see getting ton of followers in a day,
Yeah,
and uh, that's why what I felt. By the way, for all the founders watching, that this is your sign that don't be a ghost. Okay, just put your story out there. It might inspire others. Like, I know you're already successful with your business. Just I
yeah,
think this is your sign to start your personal brand, because like people started DMing me that, why you changed my life. This your first video saved my life, like literally, and I believe that they needed it, right? So don't you think that you have something in you? Of course, you're doing great with your business, but you believe that there is so much leverage, more money to be made, more name to be made, right, with your brand. So please put your story out there. What if you post your first video and get 100K like me by
yeah.
trusting me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's happened for so many other people as well, right? Like they've gone to 50K views with the first video,
yeah,
10K views with the first video. So 100%, I think we at Meteoric, I think the number one thing that I also focus on is the fact that the first video that the person posts, it's so white tam, it's so origin story based, that it should reach a lot of people, because the first video has to be a banger, right? It has to be a win.
yeah,
And in your case, I think you approached the personal brand from a very sentimental place, where you went into, I really want to spread the hope, and I really want to pour every single ounce of energy that I have into a video that will be going out there. Because you're not just speaking to the camera, you were trying to speak to the person that was your ICP, or your ideal viewer profile, which is someone who's sort of stuck, and they want that hope, and your brand stands for nothing but hope, right? And you want to make sure that when you were speaking to the camera, you were literally embodying that. And I think that really rang true in a lot of people's hearts, where it's like it reached those exact people. And even now, when you're planning your next pieces of content, you're going, what do the people need? And that's what you're trying to post. So that's, I think it's always, it's so refreshing seeing where although you are a very successful entrepreneur and a business owner, but you have this artistic side to yourself that you want to use and express, which is great.
Yeah. The video was mainly for the younger version of myself,
Yeah.
and I knew that there were people like me who needed it. So because that's what I see, there are people out there who have much more, crazy ton of things happening. Not everything is not perfect, but they have this dream of they want to get into this entrepreneurial space and they want to do something of their own. But because of consequences or anything, that's all what I want to do. Spread the hope and help them, the younger version of myself. And of course, I'll make money on the way, but yeah.
100%. No, awesome. And what do the next few months look like, bro? Like in terms of obviously monetization and also
Yeah.
the hope that you're spreading, and third, just the network that you've already built and you're building. What does that
Yeah.
look like every time you want to go to a new city? What does that look like? What every time you want to launch an offer, what does that look like? Every time you want to inspire a generation, what does that look like?
Yeah. For the next few months, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I'll be going like pumping out ton of content to actually help the person who needs it, of course. And of course, I'm a big sneak peek, but I'll be building a big community, a private community of inspiring entrepreneurs, which will be Hope Club. And
Right.
yeah, also I'll be there are ton of things going to they'll be coming out. Yeah.
Amazing, man. No, I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully we build it out together. And one last question that I had before we hop off this call is: if someone's on the fence of working with Moksh Vasant, what would you tell them?
Hmm. Uh, okay. I think that first of all, the system and process is here, right? And you believe that you need something is missing to post your content, right? I believe that Moosh is that missing piece, and I believe that he's the best and only person you should be working if you are a founder and business owner. Just don't think about it, bro. Just go for it, man. Yeah, because the longer you think, someone else will work with Moksha and they'll do much more crazy things. So yeah, just don't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I think that's fear of missing out is the one you're typing on here, where it's like, yeah, sure, you
Yeah.
can figure it out yourself, but the thing that you're paying for is the speed of execution and just having the best person on your brand. So 100%, man. It's been a freaking awesome journey so far, and I look forward to actually carrying that momentum forward and genuinely building one of the strongest personal brands that this space has seen, with one of the strongest info products at the back. So that's going to be the goal, and we'll build it together. But absolute pleasure having you on this call, as well as absolute pleasure working with you so far, man. Yeah. Any final words to the audience?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're thinking about personal brand, just Moksha is a just just search Moksha Vasant on Instagram and just be brain dead and just get on a call with him. If you're a business owner, just at least you'll get a ton of ideas. Even if you don't start your brand, you'll get something in life on your business side or content side. But if you're working with him, yeah, there are no regrets. There, like, it'll be the best decision of your life for personal branding. Moksha Vasant.
Awesome, man. Lovely. Pleasure chatting, brother. I'm gonna pause the recording, but yeah, absolute pleasure chatting, bro.